Hello, everybody. Luis with Let's Do This here again for another recap of my trade today. Very small trade today, um, only $12 as you can see. But hey, green is green. This is $12 I did not have this morning. Once again, I work full time. I'm very busy at work. Um, I would like to have a little more time to focus and trade, but hey, I'll do what I can. And today I was only able to take $12 out of the market. That's good enough for me. As we can see, my account yesterday was $422. After my trade today, now it's 433 and 33 cents. So as long as it's moving in the right direction, that's all good with me. Um, so let's go ahead and jump into the trades that I took. Before I bring up my chart, let me show the fills. So I traded SPY again. I bought the 397 calls for tomorrow's expiration. I'll explain why. Before I've been actually trading same day expiration, but this time I went ahead for 1 day out at 167. A little on the higher price, but from what I wanted to focus on, usually 75 cents to 150. But yeah, so 167, that's what I got filled. And then I sold at 153, got filled at 179, so that's the $12 profit, 12 cents. So let me bring up the chart. And I honestly, man, it could have been a much bigger day had I pulled the trigger, but then again, flipping back and forth from work, it was just, um, a little frustrating, especially if I change this. Let's do 15 minutes. Well, first of all, actually, on my recap 2 days ago from Monday, kind of zoomed in here. I did my recap Monday evening, and I think I did it this way on the 5 minutes. And I said it's looking like a nice head and shoulder that is forming right there. Now, again, my account is pretty small. So it's not like I could take that kind of risk, but I can guarantee that once I grow this account to a decent size, I wouldn't mind putting on at least a $100 risk on a setup like this for buying puts, recognizing the head and shoulder pattern. I mean, it just does not get any more perfect than this. So I would definitely put in the future if I see this. Just $100, and this easily could have turned into a 200-300% winner, no stress, right? If I had a decent size account. Right now, that's not the case. If I risk $100 and by any chance on a swing trade like this, and this would have gone against me, then I would have been shut out of luck. So, but that's coming. So now the other thing is, we have this big, we have a bull rally here, right? Kind of basically almost range bound. I mean, it did continue here, but then it gave it all back. And then we had this big sell off yesterday. So, one of the reminders that I put on myself on my trading plan which is also one of my videos out there if you want to go into my channel and check it out. You'll see here, remember, after a big day, bull rally or sell-off, the next day is usually a choppy range bound day. And that's exactly what it was today. I mean, zoom in here and you have the big move down, sell-off. All right, it's done. Look at this, just range. And then for today's market, it was just in that same range. Just stay there. Look at this. Even after hours, it hasn't broken down or out. I drew my levels this morning. Pre-market high, after hours high, which actually coincides with this dotted red line is actually the high candle from the daily chart on 3/2, so last Thursday. And then I got my pre-market pivot drawn out here. Then I got my pre-market lows and after hours lows, and also coinciding pretty much with yesterday's lows. So basically a zone. Then what I decided to do is go back out to the daily and see what the next daily high or low level will be. And that will be this one here, 396.69 is from March 1st. It's the high of March 1st. So I drew that level there. Today we had at 10 a.m. The job reports numbers that came out. So going back to the 5-minute chart and zooming in here, it is 10 a.m. Boom, big drop, almost to the level that would have been a good opportunity to buy. Look at this bounce. Then choppiness around VWAP, but pretty big candles. Finally pushes, and it pushes to this 30-minute level that I had drawn as well. And if I go to the 30-minute chart, you'll see that it looked like an important pivot here. After that big drop, that's where it had the big bounce, and then it came back down again. And this 30-minute candle also was the high of that, so it was definitely a good level of support / resistance, right? So I drew that level beforehand as well, and that's what I ended up doing, right? Now, my trade was at 141, which was this 5-minute candle here. Now, because I'm keeping in mind that it's a range type of day, and that's so far what it has proven to be, I was actually here for this on the 11:55 candle, and then I had to run and do something. I came back running to my desk for this 12 p.m. candle because it was going to be a new 60-minute candle, a new 30-minute, new 15, new, all the time frames down, and I was hoping for a retest here, or maybe just a small little pop. And to be honest, I should have just taken it. If you think about it, look at all this possibility, right? This would have been a trade where, in reality, if I was here all day looking at this and I see this opportunity, what I should have done and thought to myself is, hey, enter here, right? And your risk is this right here. If it breaks out, cut it. And if it doesn't, then you stay in it. And look at all that move. I mean, it's just down here to VWAP. It was already, I believe, close to 100% drop. Definitely over 100% by this candle here. And then some, a little bounce off of the trend line. And then rejection of a VWAP. I mean, it was just, oh God. Like, I kept flipping back and forth, watching it, and pissed that I was missing it. But then once it got down here, I had a little break from work where I could take a breather from all the meetings I have. And I kept thinking, okay, we're here. This is kind of a double bottom, right? From this level here. So kept getting doji candles, and on this candle I pulled the trigger. And then on the, let's see, on this push here, that's 150 candle. So we just kind of bring that up in the 1 minute. It's probably easier. So there we go, right here, 153. Towards the high of this candle is when I got rid of it. Again, I left a little on the table. Could have been a few more cents. And then in reality, I mean, the big bummer was this is where I entered. This is where I ended up. Of course, I wasn't sitting here watching this whole move. I took my profit when I could. This came back down. Again, realizing that my situation is, hey, I gotta get back and focus on my work and do my job. I can't be sitting here freaking out whether I'm winning or losing. So, took the profit when I could. And when this happened, I mean, those 397 calls were like close to $3, I believe. I know they were over $2 for sure. So a little frustrating, but yeah. Anyways, so the reason I went with tomorrow's expiration is because it was later in the day, past 12 p.m., basically almost, way past 1 p.m., actually almost 2. So I didn't want to risk the premium, the time decay and all of that, eating my premium away if it kept moving sideways. So I feel safer. This move here on the same day expiration would have been a few more cents for sure, but I figure, well, you know what, I'll trade tomorrow's expiration. It's going to move a little slower, but if I get a nice pop, then I know I'm going to come out on top, and that's exactly what ended up happening. So, all right, well, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please drop a line down below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Follow me on this journey. All right. Talk to you guys later.